Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ulinnuha. I want to tell you about story the Titanic and the Temple of Doom. We need to leave the icy cold waters of the North Atlantic and go thousands of miles back to dry heat of the Nile Valley in Egypt. It is here, perhaps, that we can find the start of the mystery of the Titanic. Here, in the year 1910, in the great city of Cairo. One day, a British Egyptologist called Douglas Murray was staying in Cairo when he was contacted by a man he didn't know, a strange American adventurer. The American had something unusual to offer the British archaeologists, something that was certain to thrill him. A beautiful ancient Egyptian mummy case containing the mummy of the high priestess from the temple of the god Amun-Ra. The object was over 3,000 years old, but in beautiful condition, gold, with brick paintings on it, and a portrait of the priestess. The American did not want a lot of money for it, and Murray was delighted. He he gave the man a consignee. The chicky was never cashed. That evening, the American who had sold the case died. For his part, Murray arranged to have that treasure sent back to Britain. However, it was not long before he learned part of the Nile Valley. On the walls of the chamber there were inscriptions which were not of terrible consequence to anyone who broke into the dome. Murray was pretty skeptical about this warning, until a few days later, when a gun he was holding exploded in his hand. Starting his arm, the arm is to be amputated. Murray decided to come back to England. On the return journey, two of his companions died from mysterious case. Two servants who had handled the mummy died soon afterwards. By this time, Murray had decided there really was a spill of the mummy, and he decided to get rid of it. A lady finds left her. She herself found a strange disease. She tried to give the mummy case back to Douglas Murray, but naturally, Murray did not want to have anything more to do with the cursed object. In the end, it was presented to the British Museum. It was presumed that would be the end of the story, but it was not even at the museum. The mummy continued to cause strange events. A museum photographer died shortly after taking picture of the new exhibit, and a curator also died for no apparent reason. In the end, the governors of the British Museum, not actually considered to be very false people, decided to get rid of the mummy, decided to give it a museum in New York. At the start of April 1912, arrangements for the transfer were complete, and the mummy began its journey to its new home. Unfortunately, or was it fortunately, the New York Museum never received its new exhibit. For when it sank, one of the objects in the strong room of the Titanic was the mummy case of the priestess of the Temple of Amun-Ra, or so they say. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Goodbye.